What's up, boys? Welcome back to the channel, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. We have my GTI right over there, but we also have a B9.5 Audi S4 right here. If you guys don't remember, and I'm going to put the link in the description of this video, one of the best videos, most viewed videos on my channel. Last December I drove a 2018 Audi S4, it's a B9 S4, and I fell in love with it. So if you guys don't know, we're looking for a new build on this channel. And in this next couple months of looking for what we're gonna buy, what we're gonna do, doing some polls, doing a whole bunch of things, the S4 is on top of my list. The two cars that are on those lists are a B9 to a 9.5 S4 or a Mark 8 Golf R. And then there's a few other random cars in there that I would buy or, you know, would build. So this is one of my top options. So we're gonna do a little bit differently. We've already technically done a review on the B9. We're not really gonna do much of like a review on the 9.5. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna kind of compare my stage 2 front wheel drive 2.0 4-cylinder GTI to a fully stock 2021 Audi S4 3.0 turbo. So we're gonna try and kind of see what both cars are like. We're gonna kind of drive my car a little bit. If you guys are new to this channel and you haven't really seen me build my GTI or rip it, today's a great opportunity to see what my stage 2 GTI is like. And obviously, if you haven't already seen everything but you want to, I have a playlist that says Mark 7 GTI build. Go take a look at that playlist. It's every single video I've ever made on this car in that one playlist. So take a look and see everything I've done to it. And that's essentially what we're doing today. So for starters, let me kind of show you around the S4. Let me show you my car. We'll kind of go through a little bit of the comparison of, this is a comparison of me, of like what kind of car do I want to go with next, and kind of a comparison for you guys. What do you want to see? You just went from seeing a GTI for 3 years to now potentially a bigger body sedan and an S4. So let's kind of see and go through everything and see how we kind of feel while also still driving the S4, because we're going to drive it. I mean, no, we're going to take it around the block. We're going to drive it a little bit, but let's see how it's like compared to the car I'm driving now. So this is a 21, the 9.5. I really like what they did with the front end. So the thing is, I'm kind of torn on the front end. There's a specific spec of this car that I like. I really do like the midnight blue. I don't know the exact paint code, but I really do like the blue. One thing I really do want is, I know people have commented before, it's like overrated, it's like bring chrome back. I'm not a huge fan of the brushed aluminum chrome pieces. I want all black. So if I were to get this model or this car, I would get all black. The only thing I don't love about this model, there's two things I really don't love. I don't love how the rear end is a little bit more wide. I liked how it was kind of like sleek and kind of pushed in a little bit more. Kind of hard to explain, but on a 2018-19 it was a little smoother. I think the B9s are a little bit more sleeker. This is a little bit more daily driver, wide bodied, like round bodied kind of style. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And now when you get in the inside, also, by the way, I don't mind these. And the other thing I do not like about the B9.5s, I do not like that they got rid of the flat bottom steering wheel. That makes me kind of upset because I'm a big flat bottom steering wheel guy, and I don't like that they don't have that. And I also like that this car has really nice stock sound. Still tax me out at $4 grand. So that's dynamic. This is individual. Like, it sounds really good. Now, obviously, when you get in my car, it's a little bit different because my car is also stage 2. But you have to remember, this car has more power stock than my car has stage 2. Just saying. But then you go to my car, and well, if you guys haven't heard the sound of my car, I actually got to go easy because this thing actually gets kind of nuts. So if you hear my car, yeah, it gets pretty. That gets pretty nuts. But yeah, I guess the thing is, you know, I get a digital display, you get carbon fiber. I don't get the flat bottom, that's kind of an if, but you get all-wheel drive. One thing I really want in my next car is all-wheel drive. And also, this car is insane. This car has been nothing but a beaut to me, and it is perfect. Kind of the comparison of the all-wheel drive compared to my front wheel. The car just feels, you know, just like when I drove it before, the car just feels so perfect. Like, it's just tough to say that this car sucks. Yeah, yep. So I just drove an M5 on this road, so my reaction might be a little different, but we're just, like I said, we're testing out the waters in this car again, just to compare it to my GTI. So what I noticed off the bat in this car, because it's literally 1 liter more and a bigger turbo, is that in this car, the turbo is not laggy. So it's a little slow around 2,000 RPMs, and then it just goes. And in tuning this car, you can just tell how fast this car is going to be once you tune it. And it's not a joke. I mean, that's third gear. I haven't really used full throttle yet. What I like about this car compared to the GTI, and it's the same actually it's the same comparison, is that the pedals are the same. Oh, it's so jolty. And we get a little bit of those DSG farts, boys. That's what we're here for. That's why I love Audis, man. Basically a Volkswagen, but just a little bit better, a little bit geared towards performance. And we can compare it to a Golf R too if we get a chance, and kind of see what it's like compared to a Golf R. But man, it's just, there's nothing bad I can say about an Audi S4. Oh, the sun, detrimental right now. Like, ready? That is just perfect, man. Oh, I love this car. I love driving it. I love driving it. All-wheel drive, so there's no tire spin, which is awesome. You can tell it uses the Quattro. It uses all-wheel drive at all times, which I really, really like. And it allows the car to gain traction no matter where you are or what surface you're on for driving. And that is what I do love about this vehicle. A little bit of lag in that second gear I felt. Not a lot though. Definitely not compared to the GTI. And GTI has so much lag. I mean, even stage 2 GTI has a lot of lag, while this doesn't. That fourth gear. And I've also noticed not a lot of pops. I mean, I'm in individual, which I believe that is like the performance mode. Oop, I want to turn right here. So I have no idea if dynamic will pop more. I don't know. I don't drive Audis as much. I mainly drive BMWs lately, so I'm a little not used to. Wow. Ooh, dynamic. Ooh, dynamic's fast. Dynamic's very fast. Okay. But yeah, I don't think it really pops much. Like a little bit, like the S4, the B9 didn't really pop much either. It had a couple of burbles. Like tiny. Oh yeah, there's a couple of burbles, and at least I'm hearing in dynamic. But it's still. And it's very aggressive. The transmission's very jolty, what I've noticed in these cars. From the B9, even the 9.5, which is something that I like about these cars. I do like the jolt factor. And a little bit of burbles. But the power is there. And that is what I really like about it. And the GTI, sometimes the power is just not there. Like uphill, handling. Oh, handling is nice. Handling's very nice in this car. Oh yeah, I see that full potential that this car has. And it's quick. Man, it's good. It's good. Could I daily drive this car? Hell yeah. If you haven't seen this car kind of rip and drive, now you get a chance to. The stage 2 drives, in my opinion, so smooth. The one thing you could probably compare between the cars, well, this one's just really loud, but the one thing you can probably compare between the two cars is that this one doesn't sound as good. Like, it's not gonna sound, this 4-cylinder doesn't sound as good as that 6-cylinder would. Like, hear how loud this is? It sounds pretty good, all things considered, in my opinion, but it could sound better. It does have nice pops, though. You really can't deny the pops in this thing. Like, they do sound really good in this car. But that fourth gear, like, it tugs. when your boost is built, but nothing like that 6-cylinder does. And this has the same power as that car, stage 2. Think about that. Think about the difference of the build we could do. And this is even in terms, I know I'm not comparing the S4 and the Golf R right now, but even if you compared the two, it's the same thing. The Golf R would probably make around like 450, 460, while the S4 can make about 550, 560. So it's a 100 horsepower difference, bigger body car. I don't know. I'm just trying to think in terms of like, what's gonna be more exhilarating? Another hatchback, just a little bit different, somewhat different, or a completely different car in an Audi S4. I'm just trying to think of what would be better. And in my opinion, as I'm going down this like list of cars and list of options, I think the best option right now might be the S4. So this car sounds really good when you're under heavy load. When you're just driving it like this casually, I don't know why it's droning. I don't know if I have an exhaust leak or something, because I typically am not droning very much. But it's been droning lately, and I don't know if it's an exhaust leak, if it's the colder weather. I'm not sure what's making it drone, but typically I don't have a lot of drone with this downpipe. For some reason I do. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's when the windows are closed it sounds drony, because with that window open, this thing sounds insane. My God, dude. Whoop. Damn. This car does not pull you like I thought it would when I initially bought it, but it feels so good. And it is quick. Couple little pops. What I like about this car is when you drive it now, it's all just listen to the car. Like less music and just drive the car and just listen to it. It makes so many weird and crazy noises, and it sounds very performance-like now, that it's like, listen to the intake swish, right? Listen to the pops and bangs, listen to the exhaust notes that you hear, the tones, the different kinds of tones that you hear in this thing, and it's pretty special. I love this car so much. And boys, honestly, this car is for sale at Audi Shrewsbury. So if you guys are looking for an S4, come take a look at it. I don't think I'm gonna be snagging this one per se, but this one is sick though. And I don't know, because I do love this car and I wanna buy it. But I do love the Golf R too, and when you're looking at a Golf R comparison, we should do a comparison of those two cars too at some point before we purchase it. But try to remember back from the Golf R. The Golf R was fast, it was quick, it was sick. It didn't have that performance sound because of the 4-cylinder. Still was a 4-cylinder, it still had a little bit of lag, it still didn't kick. It was buildable and it has more potential than a GTI. But does it have the potential an S4 has? I just don't think so. Because we do also have, and like I said, some of those other cars, those little outliers, we have an RS3 in there as well. So it's like, and we drove an RS3. That car was amazing, literally amazing. So it's like, I don't know. That's a tough one, boys. But I'm curious, that's why I'm making this video. I'm curious to see what you boys think about this car compared to the car we just built. And then if you guys want to see it, we'll compare this car to another car we might buy, which could be a Golf R. I don't know.